like, bro, I'm LA'd up to the fullest. Like, that ain't getting away from me for them. So it's like me, I would have probably just sent it up, like, just cause I got to. Like, that's my best friend, that's my man. It's like, I ain't gonna never get a chance to get up with a who like arrested or charged for his murder. You know what I'm saying? So I know me, I would have probably like tweaked out, but he probably was like, you know, it's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? I get both sides, but I know me for like.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, Tay Savage recently did an interview with Tay Capone News, and he addressed the Lil Mick and RondoNumbaNine situation and expressed how he feels about it. Now, shout out to Tay Capone, because out of everybody, you know, close to the situation, whether you 600, OTF or oblock, whatever you are, I think he was the first to actually, you know, express how he feels about it and talk about it. You had people saying that it was fake footage. You had people saying that it wasn't them. I think Lil Reese said that it wasn't RondoNumbaNine or Lil Mick. You know, it was just a bunch of people pretty much, you know, trying to downplay the whole situation. Until RondoNumbaNine came out and he pretty much exposed that it actually was them. But he said it was a time and place for everything, pretty much. Now, we're going to get into all that because we did a video covering this, and I told y'all before, he don't really necessarily have to fight. You know, maybe he was outnumbered. Maybe it just wasn't the right place or the right time for that in that situation, like he said. But you have other people that feel otherwise. You know, this is the man that allegedly or was convicted of taking your brother, the person you call your brother, taking your best friend's life. You know, he's the reason you say on LA. He's the reason you make the songs about, you know, losing LA. He's the reason that everybody's in the uproar over LA, and you actually have the opportunity to do something. So people are saying, why didn't you do something? You know, now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's always people that's gonna say, oh, I would have did this, I would have did that. To be honest with you, it just, you can't tell a person what to do, how they're gonna react in certain situations. Now, to be perfectly honest, if you would have told me that RondoNumbaNine was in the same area as LA's convicted killer, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have said, it would have been some type of fight, some type of this, some type of that. But I did see it with my own two eyes, and you know, surprisingly, nothing happened. So we're going to get into all that. We're going to talk about Tay Capone and what he actually said on Tay Capone News. He had a different reaction than everybody else. You know, I feel personally, of course, you know, RondoNumbaNine is 600. He's affiliated with, you know, OTF, oblock, and all that stuff. So of course, you know, to save face, these guys not going to say too much, because for them to downplay him, that means they're downplaying everybody that's affiliated. It's kind of like, you know, that's my man, I can't downplay him, because it's going to make us all look bad. So they're not really going to, even if they feel that he did bad, they're not going to say it publicly. They probably keep it private amongst themselves, but they're not going to come on social media and downplay RondoNumbaNine. Also keep in mind, he is one of the drill, you know, one of the faces of the drill culture from back in the day. But Tay Capone, he actually kept it real and was like, yo, listen, I don't know, man, if it was me, it would have been different. You know, so we're going to get into that, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Y'all check this clip out.
I'm blue, I ain't gonna lie. I'm over blue. But, you know, I'm keeping my thoughts to myself though, you know? When you know the backstory, it's like, oh, he really won. He won like right there. He here, haha. It ain't like they was living amongst each other. And you know that I don't know, fool. You know, that's just me though. Like I don't know, for it just be, I don't know, like I don't know, everybody different, bro. Some guys can do that, you know what I'm saying? Like some people, that's how they maneuver, you feel me? He was probably waiting on his time to act a certain way or act on it, but I don't know. Me, for like, in that moment, I feel like that's the moment I live for my whole life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me.
Now, one thing I always tell y'all about Tay Capone, he's always going to keep it, genuine. Everybody got their own opinions on him, but from my observation, I think Tay Capone, despite whether he's talking about his guys or his ops, he always keeps it genuine and he don't really sugarcoat too much. And like we seen here, right? Now, he could have easily said, oh no, Rondo ain't do bad or whatever, but he kept it real. Even though he tried to play the political game a little bit for the sake that it's Rondo, I feel he didn't try to be disrespectful, but in so many words, he was telling us that if he was the one in that position, it would have went a total different way, right? He let it be clear. And if y'all want to go check the video out, we left a link to it pinned in the comments below. Shout out to Cam Capone News. Y'all can check the whole clip out over there. Now, Tay Capone, like I said, he expressed that if the shoe was on the other foot 9 times out of 10, he would have had to do something to Lil Mick. He couldn't be in the same area. And that's exactly what we were saying. It's not like it was a fight that LA Capone lost. It's not like he knocked LA Capone out. It's some things that you could look past. But if you repping, your set and you saying you this, you that, that's your brother. I don't know, man. At least something. Something. Or if you're not going to do something, we can't be in the same area. Like I told y'all before, you don't got to be the toughest guy in the world, right? You win some, you lose some. It's going to be certain situations where you probably outnumbered. There's going to be certain situations where you probably going to get beat up, right? So you either going to remove yourself or you're going to fight. I can't sit there and be around this man. I'm sorry. Now, on another note, Tay Capone, aside from, expressing how he felt about the situation, he also specified and clarified for us that the footage was from 2015. We told y'all in a video that we did covering this that the footage did seem old because you could tell that Rondo had a short haircut and right now Rondo has dreads. So that lets you know it was an old video. Now, Tay Capone also described that when he first seen it, he didn't even think it was real until he actually seen it all over and started seeing people post about it. And then that's when he actually seen that it was RondoNumbaNine and Lil Mick. If y'all remember, he took to his Instagram story, he reposted a picture of him at LA Capone, and he captioned it saying, "I'm pissed." So he did feel, like I said, let me tell you, Tay Capone tried to be political about it, but he really does feel a way. But once again, he keeps it cordial, and respectfully, because he's not going to throw his man under the bus in front of the world. But you never know, probably behind the scenes, he like, listen, man, I don't know. If that was me, we would have had to jump on whatever, even if I would have looked. That's what he said in the interview. He said, even if they would have beat me down, I would have at least had to get him. If nobody got it, he had to get it. Right? Matter of fact, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. What you would have did in that situation. I always like asking these questions because, like I said, everybody have their own opinions on it. Some people feel he played it smart, whatever it was the situation. Now, also, matter of fact, Tay did remind us that around that time, Rondo and them was fighting the body. I think Lil Mick was also fighting his body case. So I guess when Rondo stated that it's a time and place for everything, he was mostly referring to the fact that it wasn't the time to do that because he was worried about fighting his case, right? And maybe he didn't want to do anything to mess with his situation. But here you have Tay Capone saying that he don't care. He would have had to send it up. And I'm gonna let y'all know, I personally agree 100% with him. Do I understand that it's a time and place for everything? Yes. But we're talking about the person you call your brother, the person that took him off this earth, literally sitting in your face. Like, the reason you say things like on LA is literally right in your face. And Tay Capone also made a great point when he said Lil Mick got 60+ years. So you don't know when the next time you're going to see him or have the opportunity to do anything to him again. And at the end of the day, the point of Rondo being arrested in the first place is because he was accused of allegedly taking the life of someone he thought that did something to his friend. Allegedly. So the person that you know for sure did something to him is right there. Actually, he's the reason you're pretty much there in the first place. So I don't know, man. That's why I want to know what you guys got to say about it. I'm glad Tay Capone actually said something about it and he wasn't biased. Usually these guys, they'll be biased about it, and I get it. That's my friend. I don't want to make a mockery or say something in public to give people ammunition to say something about RondoNumbaNine and give them something to talk about. I get it, right? But he's being unbiased about it, and it just is what it is. Right is right, wrong is wrong. But who's to say whether Rondo was right or whether he was wrong? And this is why I want to hear what you guys think about it. It was just dope seeing that Tay spoke on it because he's actually closer to the situation, other than just a blogger or a supporter or somebody else talking about the situation. You actually have Tay Capone speaking about it. So, you know, it was kind of dope to see. I thought he actually was going to hold back, you know, and play the political. He did play it a little bit, but he, you know, he kind of told you, but in so many words. Like, I can't throw my man under the bus, but if it was me, it just would have been a different story, right? And once again, like I said it before, even if you didn't want to do anything physically, the best he could have did was at least get up and remove himself from the situation, right? So, like I said, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm going to leave a link pinned in the comments so y'all can check the full video out there. Shout out to Tay Capone News. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.